Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 5 of our V.E.D.A challenge, V.E.D.A Vlog Everyday April. And as of this recording, as of April 5th, 2013, I've just surpassed 100 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys so much. I never expected this when I started this. I don't know if this has been because of the V.E.D.A challenge, or because people have actually started latching on to my other work, but thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and as a special thank you, I figured I'd do 100 games for 100 subscribers. I'm going to go over my NES collection with you guys, because I haven't done a game pickup video in a while, and I've actually gained a lot more games in my collection. At last count, I had 95, so I'm going to show a couple of random Super Nintendo games, some of my favorites that I just recently picked up. So join me, will you, as I show you off my classic gaming collection. Alright, so hopefully I'm not blocking a whole lot of the light here. So, yeah, so right now I have 95 exactly NES cards, and that's not including that gray one up there, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, I was hoping to get 100 before I hit 100 subscribers, but what are you going to do? I'm not going to go over every single one. If there's one that actually brings up memories, I'll pull that out. So we're starting off right here with... you can't really see it all that well because of the lighting, but that's 1942, Air Fortress, Arkanoid. Now, this one, I never know how to pronounce it. As Nyaxnyan? I don't know how to pronounce it. Athlete World. Now, funny story, I have 4 games. The 4 Power Pad games. I actually bought a Power Pad and the 4 games at my favorite record store, Spin It. And I got those for $25. It was actually a pretty good deal. Bad Dudes. Are you bad enough dude to save the president who's been kidnapped by ninjas? Ninjas are good at capturing 2 things. The President of the United States and Samoa Joe. Old TNA storyline for those who remembered. Base Wars. Batman. One of my favorites on the NES, and I haven't even beaten it. I've gotten as far as the Joker, but I haven't actually beaten him. The one I'm working on right now is Return of the Joker. Battletoads, hardest game on the NES. My favorite, this is probably, besides Super Mario Brothers, this game right here, Bionic Commando, one of my favorites on the NES. This is the game that got me into the NES, besides Super Mario Brothers 1. This is a classic. My uncle lent this to me so much that he's just like, you know what, you love it so much, have it. This isn't the original copy. Unfortunately, my original copy I sold off. As we all do. We build up a collection and then, well, I got that wrong. We build up a collection and then we have to, unfortunately part with it. Blades of Steel. Best hockey game on the NES. Another one that I need to try and conquer sometime is Blaster Master. Really fun platformer. You drive around in a tank and then you can, an overhead view is the little guy. Weird story as you're following your mutated pet frog down. This, with the unfortunate label damage, is Bomberman, the first Bomberman. This, I will defend to my death. Bugs Bunny's Birthday Blowout. It is certainly not a piece of shit. I have really fond memories. I mean, this game is designed for kids, and I played this when I was a kid. It's a really fun game. Don't believe all the negativity about it, and you can hear a little rattling in there. I need to get a security bit to try and get that thing out. Captain Planet, the Planeteers, bad. Captain Skyhawk, one of the holy trilogies of my collection, the Castlevania games. 1, 2, and 3. Classic. Love them. Now, the rarest game in my collection, and you've seen a game pickup video about this. Eat Your Heart Out, Billy and Jay. Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers 2. And I only paid $25 for it. This game goes for $150 loose on eBay. That's probably the rarest game I have. So we got Clash of Demon Hand, Commando, Contra, Dance Aerobics that came with the Power Pad. We got Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, my favorite Double Dragon of all time. Double Dribble, best basketball game on the NES, my opinion. Dr. Mario, you got the classic Dragon Warrior. Unfortunately, the back label has seen better days, so it's being held over with Scotch tape. We got Duck Hunt just alone, and it's the 5-screw. If you guys seen one of my videos, you know there's a difference between the NES cartridge just because you got that little lip there, and then if you don't have the lip, that's being held together with 5 screws. These are being held by 3. These are easy to take apart because you just need a small Phillips head screwdriver. This, you need a security bit, specially ordered online. Fendexu, I think that's how you pronounce it. Final Fantasy 1, gotta have that. This is a tension version of Gauntlet. Great multiplayer game. And then the arcade classic Galaga. Love that game. Funny story with this, I went on a date with a really, really crazy woman. You want to know how crazy she was? She actually thought that when Vince McMahon's limo blew up, that he actually was in it and he died. So I was just like, yeah, you go on your smoke breaks. I'm going to pop quarters into this stand-up Galaga machine that the bar had. Okay, moving over here. Another underrated and a game that gets a lot of flack, Godzilla. I love this game. Gyromite, I don't have Rob. I would like to get Rob someday, but yeah, I've got Gyromite. It's fun to play with 2 players, so you get one person to push this piston, push that piston. So we got Hogan's Alley, light gun game. Iron Sword with Fabio on the cover. I'm not going to take most of these games out because they're being, they're holding up these games. This one right here, I got off a guy who has like a massive collection and he's selling off his doubles. This is called Kabuki Quantum Fighter. Very underrated platformer. A lot of fun. I've seen Chadie play this on Twitch TV. Link in the description below. If you guys want to check him out. Doesn't really stream as much anymore, but he, when he does, he just plays a lot of NES on the actual system. He doesn't use emulators anymore. So we got Kid Icarus, which everyone's like, oh, it's a rare game, it's a rare game. I know one person that has like 8 copies of it. So if you have 8 copies of it, it's not a rare game. This I actually got tribute to MANvsGAME, because him and his buddy Zeke play a lot of 2-player NES games sometimes, or first-person shooters. And they were looking for this, and the ROM wasn't on there. This is Kings of the Beach. It's a 4-player beach volleyball game. A lot of fun. Get that back in there. Of course, NES Collection can be complete without Kirby's Adventure. And for the longest time, I actually had a French copy of it. I actually bought, when Toys R Us were letting go of their inventory, I bought a brand new inboxed version of Kirby's Adventure. It was in French. And they're just like, let's just let you know, it's in French. All the dialogue's in French. I'm like, no one reads the dialogue anyway. Alright, newest edition, you probably haven't seen it yet. I got Kung Fu, the black box Kung Fu. Legacy of the Wizard, a game that I actually have to sit down and try to beat sometime because it's such a fun action adventure game. And I've never beaten it because I never know where to go. It's one of those where the fuck do I go games. Best shoot 'em up on the system, Life Force. Get this game. This game is awesome. I got it with the instruction manual too. So big shout out to the shop here in Moncton. It's got quite a bit of games for sale. Little Mermaid. Never played this. Played it when I first got it. It's an interesting platformer. And of course, I mean, what can you go wrong with Capcom Disney games? Speaking of Capcom, I'm 1/2 complete of the Mega Man series. I've got 2, 3, and 4. I need 1, 5, and 6, and apparently 5 is really hard to find. Metal Gear. What can you say? It's Metal Gear. And again, what can you say? It's Metroid. Milan Secret Castle. I've had a chance to actually play this. It's not bad, actually, if you know where to go and what to do. Monopoly. I got this for 50 cents off of the guy who I got my Return of the Joker. I just have fond memories of this game. My dad used to rent it for us all the time. And one Christmas Eve, when we had nothing to do because television back then sucked, we only had 2 channels. So we went out and rented this, and I shit you not, we played this for what seemed like 10 hours until it was time to go to bed. And for Santa to arrive. NES Open, great golf game. A lot of people use these as donor cards for reproduction cards. If you can find a person that doesn't require donor cards, support them. We need to keep these intact. And of course, another holy trilogy, the Ninja Gaiden games. I've beaten these 2 on emulator with save states. I really have to go back and try to beat these legit. This one, I don't think I'll ever be able to beat legit because unlike these 2 games that gives you unlimited continues, this one gives you 5. So yeah, good luck with that. Pro Wrestling, Rad Racer, another Tension game. That's RBI Baseball 1. RC Pro Am. So I flip over here. Yeah, I'm gonna the screen of my camera was kind of in the way there. Side Pocket. It's a billiard game. Solomon's Key. Haven't played that one too much. This one says Mad, but it's actually Spy versus Spy. And then we got Star Tropics, Star Wars, Street Fighter 2010, which, you know, it's a really hard game, but I like it a lot. And Strider, which I haven't played a whole lot of. And now down to the final aisle, we've got Super Contra, a game I have actually not beaten. I can beat Contra, no problem, no continues. Eventually I'm going to try to attempt a no-death run, but Super Contra, no dice. And, of course, we have the trilogy that everyone should have in their gaming collection, the Mario Brothers trilogy, Mario Brothers, Mario Brothers 2, and Mario Brothers 3. And through a guy that does reproductions, I'm actually going to be getting Super Mario Brothers 2J, which is the real Super Mario Brothers 2. We all know the story. This is Doki Doki Panic reskinned to be Mario. Not really all reskinned. I've seen Doki Doki Panic played. They changed a lot to make this a Mario game. So, in a sense, it could be two different games. You never know. Super Off-Road. This version's not as good as the arcade version. If you can find the Super Nintendo version, it's a lot better. Super Spike V.E.D.A, which it's made by the same company that does Double Dragon, so you're going to notice a lot of things that are similar. Super Team Games, another Power Pad game. Another Holy Trilogy I need to complete. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game. I need the Manhattan Project, but it's really hard-pressed to find it around here. I got both Tetrises. I don't have the Tengen version. That's really hard to find and really expensive. If I can find it cheap somewhere, I might get it. Tiger Heli, great vertical shoot-'em-up. Tiny Toons Adventures, a really good platformer in the style of Super Mario Brothers 3. Flintstones, not Dinosaur Peak. Every time I watch that episode of Game Chasers where Billy picks it up for $5, I cringe. I'm just like, Jay, I'm with you, man. Like, that hurts me. That hurts me that he got it for that. It hurts me even more that you got Little Samson for like $10. And then, of course, you've got The Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. These are just the gold cards. I don't have the more rare gray cards. I am on the lookout for those. I am looking out to get like the different variants. So, like, if there's a game that's like a 5-screw and a 3-screw, I'll pick both of them up because I'm kind of anal retentive that way. The Top Gun games, yeah. Track and Field 2, really fun. I'm looking for Track and Field 1. Wayne Gretzky's Hockey. Worst hockey game on the NES. Avoid this at all costs. If you really need this for your collection, stack it up like here, and never touch it again. I have the first Wizards and Warriors, and I'm missing 3, so there's another trilogy I'm missing out on. World Class Track Meet, the game that came with every Power Pad. And I got WrestleMania and WrestleMania Challenge. WrestleMania Challenge was my favorite. This is the one I owned as a kid. And I like it better than the first WrestleMania because why? You have the Ultimate Warrior. That's my worst Ultimate Warrior impression. And then finally, to round it off, Yoshi and this is the only box game I have. It's a complete in box Zoda's Revenge Star Tropics 2. Really, for some reason, it's not worth that much. You would think like this is at the end of the life cycle of the NES because you've got the bar there. I don't know why it's not worth more. I don't price things. All right, so that's 95 NES games. Maybe I show you 5 Super Nintendo games. Ones that I just recently got. This one actually not complete in boxes. I don't have the manual. A weird game that I saw at a thrift store, but the box was in great condition, so I got it. Rocky Rodent, a complete ripoff of Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, it's not even funny. The only problem here is that he has, like, this right here is his main attack. You get hairspray to slick your hair up like that, and you can, like, stab enemies and use it to, you know, hoist yourself up on platforms. I played through this a little bit. It's weird. And it's by Irene, which I know is a company that makes great games. I mean, go check out Metal Storm on the NES. Alright, let's get 4 more games here. Actually, let's get the ones that I most recently got. This one just came in the mail yesterday, and I haven't even played it yet. Super Castlevania 4. I love this game. This is probably, besides 3, this is probably my favorite Castlevania game. Next to the Metroidvania ones, like Symphony of the Night. Love this game. Picked this one up for $4. Saturday Night Slam Masters from Capcom. This is a wrestling game, but it plays more like a fighting game. And it has Mike Hagar from Final Fight in here. So, and he's got Zangief's moveset, so that's pretty cool. What else did I get? Oh! The Holy Grail of any Super Nintendo collection. And fuck you, person who wrote on it. Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Classic. And I don't know why I'm talking like this cinema snob right now. So, yeah, Leah, fuck you for writing on the cartridge. I can get Magic Eraser, take that off. Let's... One more game. I think all the other ones I've shown. Let's just end off, I think, with my favorite Super Nintendo game of all time. Super Metroid. I play this game so much. And it's just classic, man. You gotta love it. And I lied. Okay, they were up to 99. Let me show you that gray card. I completely forgot to show you. This will actually probably be sold soon because for some reason it won't work on my NES anymore. This is a 63-in-1 pirate cart. This has most of the black box games on it. So you've got like Pac-Man, Galaga, Dig Dug, which was never released over here. Urban Champion, Popeye, Balloon Fight, Joust, Donkey Kong, Duck Hunt. Like, it's got all the light gun games on it. Also, like a lot of other Famicom games that never got released, like Twin Bee. What else is on here that never got released? And this one actually has, if you see here, it says Tetris 2. This has the Tengen version of Tetris on it. No, like I said, I'm probably going to sell this because I can't get it working on my NES because I swapped out NESs. I have one that is a more recent one because it's got like the new cartoon version of Mario on there. The 800 numbers on the inside of the door. So I think the chipset might be a little bit different. I haven't done a whole lot of research on it, but yeah, it just will not run anymore. I've tried everything. I mean, the cartridge is as clean as you're going to get it, and it just will not start. Oh, and we'll just show off on another thing. I got the Game Genie. Yeah, I don't use it that much. I tried to play games legit. The only thing I use it for is Battletoads. I put the Infinite Lives code on just so I could see beyond the speeder bike level. But yeah, that's the classic NES ones and a few Super Nintendo ones. The collection has gone through leaps and bounds because, man, look at all this stuff here. I actually got to clean this a little bit better, but I might do an updated video game collection video another day. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was 100 games for 100 subs. Again, thank you guys so much for all the support. And here's to 100 more. Hell, here's to 1,000 more, 10,000 more. Whoever, if you like my videos, hit the subscribe button above or below or wherever YouTube decides to put it after their next redesign. Until then, until tomorrow, this has been day 5 of the V.E.D.A. Challenge, V.E.D.A. Vlog Everyday April, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 6.